Free flow in Filipino martial arts refers to free movement. I've heard other people refer to this as ritual, carenza, freestyle, and so on. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to free flow. Free flow, at least to me, is about doing whatever you feel like doing. It's about doing what comes natural to you. It's about being authentic to your own personal style of movement. Now, when you think about it, doing whatever you want kind of sounds easy. But what I've noticed is that it's difficult for some people to be comfortable doing unstructured sequences of movements, to just do movements that kind of just come out. It's difficult to be comfortable with that, at least for some people. So today I'll be guiding you through a simple step-by-step process that has helped me in getting more comfortable with practicing free flow movements. But first, let's take this outside. So here's a drill that I like to do to kind of get myself comfortable with doing free flow. So the first thing you can do is just go through some of the basic patterns that you're already comfortable with. So for example, I have my ekis, my banda y banda, my ocho, and just do them in sequence, right? As you get comfortable doing them one after the other, you can start to randomize it and just do whichever feels okay to do, right? Now you'll notice that while you're doing that, you're going to have some lulls in between, trying to figure out what pattern to do next. Try to fill those lulls by just doing one pattern in loop. That way you get comfortable of moving without thinking too much. So while you're doing this on loop, you might switch to a different pattern and so on. As you get comfortable with that, try throwing in other patterns. I'm gonna throw in my doblete, my pilantik, and this just adds complexity to the routine. Afterwards, I'd like to add some flourishes or some half strikes, twirls, things like that kind of enhance the movements. So what you'll notice is that I'm doing a step-by-step progression from basic movements and adding some complications to them. So I might do a twirl before my ekis or doblete, add a half strike in the middle, and this just complicates the movement further. From there, you can start adding even more complications, such as adding footwork. Notice I've just been doing that in place. So one thing you can do is a basic triangular footwork, such as this. And just do that while you're doing those patterns that you were already starting out with. So this gets you comfortable with coordinating the movements between your hands and your feet. And from there, when you get more comfortable with that, that's when you can just kind of let loose and just randomly move. So what I'm doing right now is completely random. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. And this is the essence of free flow, just freely moving around, doing what feels right, doing what feels like is true to you. So yeah, that's how you free flow. By the way, as a fun fact, I have never actually performed a completely memorized or set routine in any of my forms competitions. I just free flow. In fact, during the 2018 World Championships, not only did I free flow, I actually left all my equipment, my demo equipment, my training equipment in the Philippines before flying to Hawaii. So I ended up borrowing a pair of generic tournament sticks, the ones used for full contact sparring. Had I brought my equipment, I probably would have performed with swords instead. So yeah, that was 100% improvised on my part. So I hope you guys have found this video useful in getting acquainted with free flow movement. I think the most important thing to remember here, and this is just my personal opinion, is that there is no right or wrong. Free flow movement is about self-expression. It's about doing what feels natural to you. And in that sense, I don't really think there can be a right or wrong when it comes to free flow. Of course, when you start to put context to it, such as using it in a competition, which has rules and regulations, or when you use free flow to represent your style or system during an exhibition or a performance during a festival or whatever, then right or wrong starts to get a little bit more debatable in those contexts. But for personal practice, free flow is really just being authentic and being true to your own personal style and movement. At least that's how I interpret free flow. Let me know what you guys think, or maybe let me know how you guys get yourselves more comfortable with free flow movement, how you practice it, and so on. I'd be curious to know how you guys are approaching it. And until then, I will see you guys in the next video.